Got a fancy old 2006 PT Cruiser. Simply just need some valve covers, and while I'm in there, I'm just going to put some new wires and some new plugs. So I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like on the inside. I think it got like 200 something thousand. I'll give you an accurate number with probably written in here with what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm just going to simply pull off some connectors, everything that I see, and we got some 8mm bolts down here on the intake. This has already been through. It's supposed to be a bolt holding the back here. Let's see if I can find something that'll fit, that'll support it. So when I pull these off, it should just lift right on up. Then we should just simply, there's some bolts to hold the power steering reservoir. Pull that off to the side. Then I have a clear area to go ahead and start pulling the valve cover off. Only concern I got is the line here. This is the PCV and it's pretty hard, so I might have to put some heat to it, get that off. Well, might not. We'll see. This is plastic. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Look, I haven't even started touching this damn car. Let me order a PCV valve. Ugh. So I got the PCV valve on its way, and yeah, I'm gonna need one anyway. So the car got like a lot of miles on it. Not a big deal. Again, my biggest issue besides this, I mean, it screws right on out, is if I can get this off here. I'll probably have to put some heat to it. I'm gonna put some heat to it, and we'll get it off carefully because this is the first car I'm working on today. I'm getting a little late start, and our shit already breaking. But again, I'm gonna replace that anyway. I should have called and replaced it anyway, but let's not talk about it. All right, let's keep on. Let's keep on. We got some of that loose. Pull off the coolant temp. I said coolant temp, air temp sensor. Get that off. We're gonna be moving. Okay. I'm gonna leave this air filter in here. I replaced this a while ago. No. Normally I'll put the date on it. Should call about that. We talked about just the valve cover gasket. We weren't discussing any other thing. But then again, no excuse, because I'm the one who's primarily serviced this vehicle. Idle air control. Pull off the throttle position sensor here in the back. Actually, so I can leave that right there. This off. Weird because you're forcing stuff, and then as soon as you go easy on it, it just comes right on off. So I'm gonna leave the throttle cable put on left. I'm gonna leave the throttle cable on there and just move it around. Move that right on around with the entire intake. So I can leave that on there. I'm not pulling it off then. If I ain't gotta break it, I ain't gotta break it. But I do need to get that out of there. Oh gosh. Gotta get some of that PCV out. The plastic. No big deal. Just bring it up. Oh shoot. There's our intake gasket. Like I said, somebody already been through here. So this car has 162,000 miles on it, just to be exact. So yeah, look at that. Got a little bit of oil on there, oil on here, oil on there. This is for the crankcase. Not a crankcase, but this is a breather for the evap system. Stay back there. Comply. So we're going to pull the coil off. Getting new wires and everything. 10 millimeter. Oh, this is an 8. Whoops. What was that? I want to go ahead and blow the engine off. That don't sound right. Take some air and. Alright, that looks a little better. Let's pull this breather off. It's broken at the bottom, at the air box though. Like I said, it's old. This is broken all up. Technically, the air box will have to be replaced. Fix that coil. If I can just lay it off to the side. So it's gonna change the wires. Let's start pulling. Let me see if I can hit it with some brake cleaner real quick. I just want to hit a little bit, some brake cleaner. Go ahead and pull this off while we got all types of fumes. This is not a 10 millimeter. I don't know why I think there's a 10. This whole thing is gonna be an 8. This was replaced before. Let's see. Oh gosh. So pull this out. There's the brand new old gasket. It's a Velcro. It's blue. I mean, I would imagine the grommets probably wouldn't replace to keep it pushed down on it, but that they're replaced. I was looking, well, from the couple that I've seen. Huh, interesting. Looks good in here though. I will say she did keep her oils changed. She does do that on a regular basis. I need to look at a time belt though, because I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like. But you can't access it from here. We do have Duralast products today, simply because I do believe I'm in transition of potentially making a transition. But at the same time, AutoZone was my side, my side piece. So if I needed something and my main girl ain't had what I need, I went over right on the AutoZone. So she always took care of me when it was that time of the month for O'Reilly's. Best way I can put it. So I'm gonna get it dry as I can, and doing so once. Please have some grommets in there. They don't feel like it. This is the part number if anybody cares. For those who really care, here you go. There you go. Look at that. There you go. It's one of those. One of those. Or probably this. Let me see. So we got tube seals, and the grommets should be under this white sheet here. I'm hoping. No. Oh, wow, it doesn't come with any. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It doesn't come with any. All right. Well, I know I gave it an appropriate year. Well, I guess we're not putting any grommets on here. Let me see what's the difference between this other one and this. These valve cover gaskets do look totally different though. This one definitely doesn't look. Where's that corner? Oh, they're the same. This old one obviously was just smashed up. This new one sits in there really well because of those little ridges in there. It just, yeah, the fitment's gonna be a lot better. Oh yeah. Well, guess I'll be reusing the old grommets. Fits in there real nice though. I don't think we got to worry about anything. Just make sure the area is real dry. This new gasket is pretty thick. I wish all gaskets fit in so well like this. This is nice. This doesn't mean I go with a Chrysler though, I'll tell you. It fits so well. I'm like excited. Let's see how these what tube seals sit. So it looks like it goes in this side down. It has a little scoop in there, a little cove. It needs to sit in that cove. If you put it upside down, it ain't gonna fit right. It's gonna protrude a little bit. So it has to go in the other way. By this OCD, it's not sitting there flush. Let's pull the spark plugs out. my cleaning went to waste. Gosh darn. Let's throw some brake cleaner down here, not a big deal. These plugs are worn out age-wise, but as far as, yep, oh wow, look at that gap. So that's number 4, 3, 2, 1. Check out number, damn, it's hot. Check out number 4 gap. Look at that, it's like a 1-inch gap. like 1 centimeter. 4 and 2 look horrible. That's strange. They all look like they were changed at the same time based on the compression here seeping through the plug on the porcelain. That's crazy. How, I wonder if 1 and 4, yeah, okay, 1 and 4 share the same tower. So that's gotta be firing different. I'm sorry. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 2. I kept saying 1 and 4. So I'm thinking about a regular fire order. 1 and 4 and 2 don't share the same tower. 1 and 4 share the same tower. 2 and 3. So that is strange. That's strange. I had looked at 1 and 4 and got thrown off for a second. Let's shoot some brake cleaner down there. Let that do its thing. That's just how I clean it. Guess I'll give it a little combustion chamber cleaner simultaneously while I'm cleaning those plug wheels out. Boy, I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna take some brake cleaner, clean these ends off. So we can get it nice and dry. So when it heats up after several heat cycles, it'll bond to the cylinder head. Take some ultra black, go into those corners. So just a smidgen. Let's put everything back. I'm gonna put all the fasteners, bolts, what you want to call them, go in the X pattern. My PCV valve has not arrived yet. If I can change that last. Just turned on low. I dare you to leak now. Going with the Champion. They gave me coppers, and I thought the vehicle probably would take like platinum or something, but I think we'll be perfectly fine with coppers. Actually, fire better. They just don't last long. Alright, here's my PCV valve. Autos have got some nice trucks. Alright, got my PCV. That's that right there from Fancy Wincy AutoZone. Looks nice and brand new and plastic. It was a 26 millimeter. That's where torque specs come into play. Feels tight, it just got so much resistance there. Makes me nervous. I mean, should I just keep on turning it, or I'm gonna leave it alone? Just my luck. I don't feel like going to no parts store. You go there. I'll go here. Alright, and we gotta do the wires. Okay, let's pull those. Fancy. AutoZone got additional insulation on it. It's a little sleeve, you know, still pretty cool. So our inside shorter. So y'all like they're the same length. Make sure we have those wires tight. Not the wires, but the plugs. So we got one, two, three, four. Got something that's going to be just long enough. Yep. Just barely fits. Cool. Let that hang there. Not a 13. Oh. throttle position sensor, air temp. Map. And I guess gotta get that breather. Got a few options there. A little bit of heat here. So expand just enough to be able to go back on its resting spot. I'm looking for the air box. I had to replace this PCM a while ago, so I'm gonna have to check that out. It was like a couple years ago because it wouldn't start up and it had a code pertaining to an internal fault. Unfortunately, I do think that the remanufactured PCM may have seen better days. All right, let's start it up. Woo, smoking. Let's go with that belt. That belt tripping. Smoking pretty bad. It's out the back. It'll clear up though. It was all that brake cleaner that I poured in there. There we go. Sound good. Alright, so everything's knocked out. It wasn't that bad. At labor time was supposed to be allegedly like 2 hours or something. But I mean, we went right through it. Now, it partly due because somebody already done been through it. So I'm kind of curious still, like how it 2 and 4 have the excessive gaps in the spark plug, and they don't even share the same tower. I found that be pretty interesting. Haven't seen that before. I can understand they shared the same one, then they could be firing the same, like and prematurely killing the plug, but nope. Maybe it's defective plugs. Who knows? But this honestly wasn't that bad. Like I said, I do have some issues with the PCM. I'm hoping, I mean, it's so infrequent. Like 4 to 5 months ago, it didn't want to start up. It did it once on me. And but a couple years ago, I wound up replacing the computer with a remanufactured one. So I'm gonna check the code, see if that internal module or the code that was present years ago is still there in this remanufactured computer. So we'll find out. Well, if anything happens, I'll definitely let you know. Hit the link, subscribe to the channel, stay informed, have that reassurance of my work, and I'll see you on the next one.